All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Solutions for Permanent Weight Release Masterclass, how to have freedom from diets, yo-yoing, and self-sabotage. My name is Rebecca Hazelton, and I am so glad that you are here joining me today for this class. You are in for a special treat. So I've got some great things to share with you that are really going to help you. Let me share an overview with you of what we're going to cover. And the first is going to be the 3 secret mindsets that drive self-sabotage and prevent permanent weight release. Next, sabotaging behaviors that go along with these mindsets. And then 3 simple steps for lasting results and breaking free of the weight yo-yo. And then I'll be sharing a free gift to help you release extra weight for good. So be sure you do stick around for that. And I will do a Q&A at the end as well. So everybody can probably see the chat box, and you can also raise your hand if there is a question that's urgent. Otherwise, we're going to save the questions to the end. All right. So I am really excited to talk to you today. As I said, my name is Rebecca, and I'm a licensed nutritionist, a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, and I'm a certified HeartMath stress resilience coach. I absolutely love learning. What can I say? I love it. It's one of my favorite things. But listing off credentials doesn't really tell you what I do. So I work with people like you who are having symptoms that are forcing you to stop living life fully. So symptoms like excess weight, gut issues, digestive issues, low energy, sleep problems. Those are really common. And I help you to regain your health so that you feel great and free to enjoy life a lot more fully. And this has been my passion and my career since 2001. So clearly I really love what I do. So if you're joining me for this masterclass, you are struggling with either reaching a weight that feels great to you, or staying at a weight that feels great to you, or both. You also have other symptoms like low energy, digestive issues, poor sleep, anxiety, skin problems, hormonal imbalance, diabetes or pre-diabetes, etc. Those are some of the most common ones that I encounter that go hand in hand with holding excess weight and the diet yo-yoing. And if I had to guess, I'd say you don't want to spend your life dieting. No one wants to spend their life dieting. And you're here because you're ready to approach this differently. So we're going to explore the deep reasons why this area is such a challenge for you and how you can have freedom from diets, yo-yoing weight, and self-sabotage. The flow of what we're going to cover in the masterclass is that we're going to start with the first step, which is understanding the 3 secret mindsets that are underneath self-sabotage. We're going to look under the hood, so to speak, and shine some light on the role that these mindsets play in this vicious loop of weight loss and weight gain. And next, we'll talk about the ways that these mindsets show up in your life, how they get translated into your behaviors. And then I'll share 3 powerful yet very simple steps or tools that you can start using today to release unwanted weight for good so you can have more freedom and enjoyment with your life. So before going further, I'd like to share my story with you. And some of you may already know this, but for those of you that don't, I want to share. I grew up with my father, who was almost 400 pounds when I was growing up. He couldn't put on his own shoes. I had to do it for him. And let me tell you, it was not easy. I watched him struggle every day with his weight, struggle to do even really basic things like moving around the house, getting in and out of the car. For him, his extra weight was so debilitating. And it wasn't actually just him. Almost every adult family member that I had was obese or overweight or was somewhere on the diet yo-yo. My dad died really young. He was only 56, and he was over 500 pounds when he died. I knew from an early age that I wanted my life to be different. So when the time came and I went to college, I dove into studying. I studied psychology, lifestyle and behavior change, and then postgraduate, I dove into nutrition, functional lab testing, stress resilience, and neuroconditioning. Those are tools to help create changes in the brain and habits. So having seen my dad and other family members struggle so much to change their weight and their habits, I wanted to learn as much as I could so that I could help them and I could make a positive difference in people's lives. Now, full disclosure, I have never been obese. I've worked with a whole lot of clients in the past 18 years who were obese or overweight. And I have been over my ideal weight, and I know how frustrating and helpless it can feel. There was a period in my life after I had my daughter that it seemed that nothing I did would budge my weight, and I felt really helpless about it. And I remember talking with some close friends of mine about this and how stuck I felt. And so I can relate to how it feels to not have your outside match how you feel on the inside, and desperately wanting to change that and struggle to make that happen. I've been there, and I've worked with a lot of people who have been there. So as I mentioned to you, I founded my health coaching practice in 2001. I've learned a lot since then about what it takes to release weight and keep it off. In the early days, I was all about the tools like meal planning and custom exercise programs and other logistics. But it didn't take long to realize that these tools weren't cutting it. They weren't deep enough. And I noticed that time and time again, a person's mindset would either make or break their success, not the superficial tools and strategy. So from that experience, I developed a system for helping people just like you that holds the bigger picture and both the deeper mindset tools and the strategy pieces. So now, and for many years, I maintain my ideal weight, and I help others to do the same so they can feel free, more free to enjoy their lives. So let's dig into the 3 secret mindsets that keep you stuck in a vicious cycle or stop you from even trying to release weight and keep it off. So first I'll say what they are, and then we'll explore each of them. They are, number 1, scarcity, coming from a place of lack, invisibility, and undeserving. There's actually a 4th mindset that is a hidden block of yo-yo dieting. It's usually a surprise, and it is a total game changer, and I'm gonna share that with you a little bit later. So let's dig into scarcity. This is a mindset where you are coming from a place of lack, where you feel like you just don't have enough, like there's a void somewhere. And the feeling can come from any number of areas. I don't have enough food. I don't have enough love or time or support or fun or money or freedom, self-growth, fill in the blank. When we come from a place of lack, we look to fill the void, of course. And a really common thing we look to fill the void with is food. So the problem both is and isn't the food. So let me explain that one. Food isn't the problem because the actual problem is the feeling of lack. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. We don't want to feel that way. So we seek out a quick food fix to change the feeling for a little while. It's very temporary, as you know, but it's often convenient. So you reach for it to escape the uncomfortable feeling. So this is how food isn't the problem. The problem is the